It was big last year, it looks even bigger this year. It's pretty spectacular, I'm not going to lie. It's warm, it's impressive, it's gaming. My name is Adam Savage, this is Crowd Control. I'm a very lucky person to get to host something I love as passionately as I do esports. Even though I spend hours in the arenas hosting competitions, I still like to check things out as a fan. This has been built for this. So gaming is obviously growing in the region massively. I came here last year to the Boulevard and it was kind of in that kind of process of everything was starting to get built. These arenas behind you right here, the STC and the SEM, these have been built in the last year and they are extraordinary. The EWC is held in a giant venue called Boulevard City and it takes place for almost all of July and August. This year is the first annual championship with over 1,500 of the best esports players competing here to win over $60 million in prize money. My badge gets me into basically every event, which is amazing because I love seeing the different fans that show up for all these different games. I happened to run into my pal Banks, who was just wrapping up hosting for the day and he had time for a quick chat about the vibe from his perspective.
I guess it's like, the wrong word is nervous, but everyone's just like apprehensive and ready to get going. You know how it is when we're rehearsing every day, we're ready to get the show going. We don't know how the players are going to react. We don't know how they play on a stage of this scale, because look at this size of this stage, man.
Things have definitely changed. You can see that everything's got bigger, but I mean, I think there's 4 arenas, multiple stages now.
Yeah, there is. So we've got 4 in a row in this building, so they just kind of go one after the other. It's a super long building. Funnily enough, we're sat where the car park used to be, but believe it or not, where we used to get picked up after the shows, this is the car park.
I was saying this is like a year. This has all been kind of built, which just shows you the kind of like the speed at which the infrastructure here has grown all the time. How's it changed for you?
I think that esports is particularly impressive in the way that they've scaled everything. Like you said, I was here in the first year of Gamers 8. We had one stage, and that one stage was used for every single game. Now we have stages that are catered for individual games. Battle Royale here, we've got 5v5 next door. We've got like FGC stage as well, where it's just 1v1, like an entire stage for 2 people to go up against each other. It's just unbelievable. You know, the amount of investment, the amount of scale that it's been, and again, the amount of talent that they bring in and out of the country, because at the moment we're having 3 games per week. So imagine the logistics that are involved in that as well. You've got hundreds of players, especially when it comes to Battle Royale. You have multiple talent across multiple countries, you know, languages. It's just the scale of it's absurd, and it's only getting bigger, man.
He's not kidding. Boulevard City is massive. Wow. The heat is really starting to... And it comes to life in the evening once things cool down a bit. It's 8 PM, and yes, that means it's 102 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not joking. This bit around here, this is where I was last year. This is where I was hosting Fortnite, that we had loads of like miniature kind of broadcast studios in this building just here on the left-hand side. And as you turn the corner around here, for me personally, I get very much like Hollywood studios, like Disney vibes as we round this corner. The water towers, the big bold signage, even if you're not in the arenas and you're not actually watching the gameplay take place, at least you're immersing yourself in the culture of gaming. People are just arriving to kickstart their evening. So yeah, it's a wicked place. I'm having major flashbacks right now. Good ones as well. You can see the growth of everything here. Oh, look at those plushies. Oh my God. Oh look, it's a Daft Punk inspired dance troupe, because of course there's a Daft Punk inspired dance troupe. This is crazy. This is the kind of main part of the boulevard. You can see from the distance too, a kind of an oasis in the desert. This is that spot here. It was big last year, it looks even bigger this year. It's pretty spectacular, I'm not gonna lie. It's warm, it's impressive, it's gaming. I'm totally entranced by these giant screens, and if you're a gamer competing at the EWC, it must be such an incredible feeling to see your face up there like you're the star of a Hollywood blockbuster. As I mentioned earlier, I'm lucky enough to be here to host EWC featuring Fortnite. Hello, Dream Job. See you next time on Crowd Control.